So, as you guys already know, I was part-time van life last semester, and then I'm full-time van life this semester. I really tried to use that time that I had as a part-timer to really focus and hone in and actually make those changes to the rig before I moved into the full-time van life. This happened to be a pretty expensive and time-consuming process for me, uh, both of which are usually short of going to CRNA school, short on time and money. But so far, full time van life, it's had its ups and downs in these like first like few weeks, and I don't know. I guess we'll kind of like start with the thorn. It's My thorn has just been getting organized, getting settled, really figuring out the full time side of van life. I ended up having this electrical issue pretty early on, and the issue kind of came because I had these 100-degree days and my 30 amp circuit actually short circuited and it shut off my air and I lost everything out of the fridge. So, as a side note, like Greg and I, we weren't actually here in the van whenever those high temps were going on. So, we actually didn't even know that the issue was happening until we came back. Uh, So thankfully, Storyteller, they had a solution for us. It was actually already built into the van. I just wasn't aware that it existed. So the campgrounds, they usually run on like 30 or 50 amp power systems. This particular one is a 30 amp and my van charges at 30 amps. But Storyteller actually allows me to go in my control system and program my rate of charging so I can take it down to about 25 amps. This way I don't actually overload the 30 amp system that they have here at the campground. So it was a tough lesson to learn to come back to a really hot van with a bunch of like stinky groceries that were in my fridge and freezer. But I'm glad that there was a solution so it didn't cost me even more to actually fix that issue. The flower, or kind of like the best part of van life so far, like I said, I'm like 2 weeks in at this point, maybe three. I'm finally living my dream. This is exactly where I wanted to be. I have an adventure van, I have a quirky little rescue pup, and I'm in CRNA school. So on some of those like hard study days, I remind myself to embrace the suck because I'm exactly where I wanted to be, and I guess we're just here for the journey.